Author Anais Nin said it best that we don't see life as things are, we see life as we are. So when you take care of yourself, you can influence others. I always say, people like yourselves deal with the 3 P's at work: pressure, politics, and paperwork. Am I right? And you might even love your job. You might be very committed to it. But you can get burnt out pretty easily. So if you're not taking care of yourself, you're going to get burnt out and you're not really going to have influence over anyone. So keep that in mind. You have to find your way of taking care of yourself. My way is different. I go out and get sun. Yesterday I had to go out into the sun. I'm always in hotels and airports. It's important that I do that. I play the drums. I exercise. I want to share an interesting story about taking care of myself. And this is really a true story. This is before my hamster died. I had a leak in my apartment in New York City. And leaks can be very annoying. And the person above me was not answering his or her door. So the leak is getting worse and worse. And I'm putting notes under the door, knocking at the door, knocking at 4 a.m., everything I can do. No one knows who lives up there. So I go to the landlord, and I'm like, there's a problem. You gotta find this person. The landlord didn't even have the phone number. New York City. So I'm getting angry because I travel about 2 weeks out of the month. You know, I come back to see the hamster and check on him, but I came home one day and the ceiling had fallen on my hamster's cage. And my hamster, I told you how vicious he was. He looked upset and scared. So I took his cage and I apologized to him. I don't know if he understood it, but moved him into another room. And I was pissed. My ceiling had fallen. I don't got time for this. So my anger was really shooting up. And I took a walk to the coffee shop. Tried to calm down, but I was still pissed. So now I got caffeine in me and I'm angry, right? This is not going to turn out good. So I get the call from this guy. He sounded real arrogant. He's like, "Hi, I'm the guy from upstairs. I want to meet you." "Want to meet me? You better meet me. I'm ready for a fight." So I walk from the coffee shop to my apartment. I am seriously about to punch this guy. This is not cool. So I'm walking to the apartment, not caring about getting arrested. Who cares what conferences I got to speak at? I don't care. Get to the apartment, and standing in front of me is a 6'5" German bodybuilder. Now it's amazing how things change. I was like, "Man, who are you? I've never seen you." "I'm a trainer." "Okay, can I show you the leak?" So, you know, I'm like, I'm not believing this. Like, and I ask him his name, and as he's looking at the leak, I'm texting my friends saying, "You won't believe this." And they're like, "Mike, what are you talking about?" He's talking smack. And so he apologized. He said, "I'll give you a free consultation." I said, "Okay, we'll talk about working out." So I didn't think anything of it. I Googled the guy, you know, you Google everybody, right? And he's one of the top 5 trainers in New York. This guy's a fitness model. I'm like, what the heck? Right? So New Year's comes around, and like everybody, I made my resolutions. I decided I want to look a little better, right? I want to look good so I can go to the club, right, and shake my stuff. So I decided I'm going to meet with the trainer. He owes me. Stupid leak, messing with my hamster. So I'm in this bodybuilding gym in New York, face to face in this small room with this guy who's looking at me very awkwardly. And I told him the truth. I like bacon, cheese, and garlic, and I don't want to give that up. I was like, just make me buff. I don't want. We don't need to go through much to help me out here, right? Give me a quick fix. Give me some exercises. So he's just staring at me, and I'm feeling this is getting really awkward. And he says, Mike, I gotta tell you something. I said, what? He goes, I go to your blog, Transforming Stigma, and I'm a subscriber. It's like, oh, the mental health stuff. Yeah. You have something you want to talk about? And he said, yes. I'm bipolar, and I struggle with anxiety. And people think because I have no body fat, and I'm a fitness model, that everything's okay. And he said, I read all your articles where you talk about your anxiety and your anger. And he hands me this piece of paper. Here's your workout, and here's your nutrition plan based on your mental health issues. It's like, oh, we're getting real. And he said, I'd like you to start taking magnesium, because they give that to women when they're in labor to relax them. It will help you relax. All my workouts have to start with me doing a chest exercise to relax my anxiety. And I have to get sun every day to keep myself happy. And he constantly checks in with me as I'm traveling. Last night I was eating a steak down in the bar. I swear he's like got people out to get me. He texts me, he's like, oh, how's traveling going? And he's like, You watch me? But the thing that I learned was that when I started taking care of myself, I started feeling better about myself. And I was better able to serve other people. I had better influence over other people. I had more clarity. So it's important to find your way of taking care of yourself. Got it?
I really enjoyed his presentation.
I came to this training today just because Mike was going to be here.
He basically essentially changed the tone of the room from let's think seriously about things and worry a little bit to let's feel happy.
A lot of it comes down to finding that creative outlet to express yourself, work through your issues, get out your anger.
Very often those of us either in the helping profession or so busy doing many things we don't take time to take care of ourselves.
I felt of all of the presenters he was the most lively, really just full of life, engaging, quick to the point. It was something that I think everyone left feeling very positively about.
Let's feel positive and let's treat our mental health challenges as something that is an intrinsic part of ourselves.
Keep the conversation around disability going so that we can achieve our goals of full inclusion.
I'm going to start taking better care of myself as a promise to him.